Hi guys, so this is my first video. We are going to do the envelope stuffing challenge, and I have not gotten paid yet, so I don't have any money to stuff, but I am setting up my binder. This just came in the mail today from Amazon, so I just wanted to, get set up. I'm sure my things are a little bit different than other people's, just simply because literally this is my first day getting started. So I ordered this on Amazon. It was on sale for $10. It had some stickers and budget sheets that came with it. I did go ahead and put a few on, but some of these I don't need. So this is what it came with. Now, it only had like 8 envelopes in it, but I did go ahead and purchase a few more because I knew I was going to have a lot. And yes, this is way too many envelopes for one binder, but again, this is what I'm working with. So I'm sure I'll get another one eventually, but right this second, this is just what I'm using. So I printed these challenges off of Etsy. I can't think of the lady's name off the top of my head right now, but I think it was like $4, and you just download it and print it. So I printed those out. And then the first thing I did was I made a list of the envelopes. Now, I realized this is a lot, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to keep all these up. However, this is trial and error. This is my first time doing it. So, I'm going to start with these. If I need to get rid of any, we'll do that. So a few things that are important to me, I've seen people that do a coin challenge. So I created one for coins. Then receipts, so I can use the Fetch app. Retirement for sure. I'm going to be 35 this year, and I work part-time, so I am not entitled to any benefits. So I definitely need to do something with that. In the future, I would really like to do like a IRA or something like that. But again, I'm just getting started, and I kind of feel like some money in an envelope is better than none at all. The rec center, this is where my kids swim and play basketball and work out, and where I work out and all that kind of stuff. So this is $450 a year. So I need to work up to that since it's going to be coming due this is already 2023. So this year. Health. This is going to be for any co-pays. We have been without insurance for about 6 months. My husband took a new position, and we were on a probationary period. So I've got several appointments we need to do. So I'm definitely going to be, this is going to be kind of heavy in the beginning of the year, which I do have something else for this that I'll talk about at another time. Savings, this is just going to be my emergency fund. I would like to, get some correct labels, but honestly, at the moment, this is okay for starting out. An envelope for my daughter, for my son, for Christmas, for birthdays. My kids' birthdays are at the beginning of the year, so I've only got a little bit of time to save for those. This one is actually holidays. Again, I didn't have a sticker for that, so I'm just using personal. Diving. I live on the beach, and one of my goals this year is I want to get my diving certification because there are 2 shipwrecks near my home that I would like to dive. So that's just a goal I have for myself. This is only $200, so it won't take me long to save up for that. Car maintenance, just like everyone else. My husband and I both have new cars, and I just got brand new tires. I mean, mine's a 2018, so newer. I just got new tires, so this would mainly just be for like oil changes. Debt. Really, the only debt I have is a student loan that's $2,000, so I'm going to be paying that off this year. That's a goal. Housing is, we're renting right now. We just moved here about 6 months ago, and I did not go ahead and buy a house simply because, I I've only been to this area on vacation a couple of times, so, which I'm glad I did it that way, because this allows me to see what area I want to live in, what type of house I want to live in. Example, beach house on stilts, brick frame, pier and beam house. You know, there's this really, I'm glad we rented. You know, so this is a down payment for a house I'm looking to buy in the next 2 to 3 years. This is my taxes to pay my CPA to do my taxes. And then gifts, that's just going to be some forgiving. Miscellaneous, I've got a couple of things in there. Like, I do need to get a dining table. The one I have is quite small and it doesn't fit our whole family. So basically my kids still have their small little table, and then we have a table. So I want to get a family one that we can play games on and stuff. So, also, you know, my daughter does a few things at school, you know, that I want to put in here. So that's kind of just an everything. And then this is just one that, you know, I really want to give myself a makeover at the end of the year and, you know, buy a new wardrobe. But honestly, this is not super important. It's just kind of like, hey, if I'm saving, that's something additional that I want. So again, I know I need additional binder, like which ones are priorities. I realize that, and some of these may change. And again, I would like to get, you know, the right labels, but hey, you got to work with what you got right now. So I would also like to do the 100 envelope saving challenge. I did purchase some envelopes, though will be here tomorrow. So really another thing, you know, I'm looking at this, but I'm also looking at long-term goals. So this is kind of like 5-year plan. So the first thing I want to do is I want to pay my student loan, which is $2,000, which that's definitely going to be done this year. The second thing I want to do is a new certification that I need, that's $3,000. And this would quadruple my income by getting this last certification. So I'm definitely doing that. I'm going to be saving up for that. The third thing I want to do, like I said, I personally want to go to Egypt, which that's $5,000. And the fourth thing is I would love to take a family trip to Japan. That's on our list. And that is going to be about $10,000. And then I would also like to have a boat, a saltwater boat. Salt water, which honestly, I did not realize how much saltwater boats were until I moved here. I mean, they're as much, these boats are as much as a house. So because it's saltwater and it's on the beach, you know, I can't get an aluminum $3,000 boat because it won't be safe. So I'm going to have to spend some money, and I really don't want to spend more than $15,000. And then I would like to have a down payment on a house of, I don't know, $30,000. Let's just say that. Now, again, this is just things that I'm working towards. You know, these are things that I want to do. So my only thing is that I do work part-time. So my husband works 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off. So he is on the oil rig right now. And so on the 2 weeks he's gone, I work part-time. And on the 2 weeks he's home, he takes over with the kids' activities, and then I work full-time. So, you know, there's not a ton of money that I'm bringing in that I'm going to be able to save. So another key thing that I will mention, okay, so let's write that down. Husband, 2 weeks off. Okay, so, you know, I work part-time, okay, and then the second thing is that my husband and I have our own bank accounts and own bills, and you know, different bank accounts. So what that means is that he's in charge of his bills that he has, plus our rent. Now, our rent includes all utilities. So, you know, the lawn, electricity, water, trash, everything. So he pays that along with his vehicle and the phone bill. And then he also pays for groceries and gas. So I will not budget for groceries and gas. Now, even though he's paying, I still try to budget because, you know, this is, you know, we came out of a pandemic. I'm trying not to go crazy with groceries. I've been spending way too much money on groceries. So I am going to try to go down to around $4.50 a month on groceries. My kids pack their lunches every day. You know, I cook about 3 meals a day. So we spend a lot on food. And then I pay my own bills. So my bills are my car, student loans, life insurance, and then I pay our State Farm car insurance. I pay his included in that. So my bills total about $900, let's just say $950 a month. That's close. So I'm not, you know, working with a ton of money here. I'm thinking that I may possibly have about $930 a month that I can do. And I've got a ton of envelopes. So we're going to try this for a little bit and see how it goes. You know, I feel like, you know, I'm lucky I don't have to worry about these things. So, you know, I know that's different for other people. So I'm just going to be grateful for what I do have and, you know, try to save where I can. And I'm going to try to get to that NACE certification like as soon as possible, because that will basically like quadruple my income by doing that. So hopefully I can do that. And then I've got a lot more money to work with to get to these bigger goals. So yeah. Okay, so I said that I, you know, printed these out, and I understand that these are savings challenges. I'm going to use them a little bit different though. Like okay, for instance, $600. Like doing this $10 challenge is $600. So I know that for Christmas, my goal for the year is to have $600 in here. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but my family is very, very, very small. And then I've already got brand new Christmas decorations this year. And then also, you know, I grew up not having a ton of money, so my family is very appreciative for a $10 gift. So I hit Bath and Body Works when they have their sale every year, and most of all my gifts come from there other than for my children. So this is my goal. So my plan is to just use it as my Christmas envelope. And every time, you know, $10 a month or how much ever, you know, when I put in here, I just scratch that off. And then I know that when I have this filled up, I'll be at $600. Again, this is trial and error. I don't know if this is going to work because look at that. It's too big for my envelope. So, maybe we won't do that. Okay, let's scratch that. We will use the budget sheets for the envelopes then, and I will use these as the intended purpose, or I may fold them. Let's see. I just kind of like the idea of this better. Filling out one of these makes me more excited than filling this out. So let's fold then. You know, hey, whenever I upgrade to a much nicer binder, I can get one that fits these. But so let's do that. Okay, so let's see, what else can I put? $300, $60. Now, I'm not gonna do this as like I only have to put $1 bills in. I'm just doing it as, hey, if I put a 5, I'm gonna fill 5 in, you know. I'm gonna do it that way. So I know I'm not putting much in giving, but that's because my budget is very tight. So, you know, I can only move stuff where I can. So $60, I plan to try to help someone in need. And another thing though is, to me, one of the best ways you can help someone is with your time, you know, because time is something you can't ever get back. So, you know, just because I'm only saving $60 doesn't mean I can't help a bunch of people. You know, I can still volunteer, you know, help rake leaves, really anything. So, let's see, what else do we have? Okay, $2,000. This is going to be my debt. So this is going to be my student loan. Now, I am going to have this one definitely done this year, but another thing is that, another thing is, sorry, where is it? Okay, is that, so not only am my total student loans is $2,000. However, I make $100 payment a month already that's included in my bills. So $1,200 for the year is already going to go to this. So technically, I only have to save $8, but I'm going to go ahead and do what I can. That way I can get this done with, you know, not have to pay interest on it anymore. It's honestly about $1,900, but I figured with interest, it'll probably be $2,000 by that time. So $2,000 left. I believe I had about $40,000 in student loans. So, hey, which I will save that for another video on how I got all that down. Basically how I got away with not paying it. So, so let's see. Let's continue to look and see. I've kind of forgotten what. Okay, emergency fund, which that one was going to be savings, which I am planning to put, I believe, $100 a month. That's how I'm going to start that. So again, these are all $10. So, you know, if I put $30 in, I'll do 3. So it's not like I can only put 10s in. You know, I'm just using this card as a little guide to help me keep up with how much I've been able to save. Oops. Okay, so my $3,000 one, this one is going to be for my NACE class. So this one is the one I'm going to use the 100 envelope challenge for. Now, granted, I have not gotten that in yet, so I'll have that tomorrow. And some of these, I mean, yes, you know, let's just go ahead and put this out in the universe. I'm going to be doing this one and saving that $20,000, you know, maybe not today, but one day I will. And that one too, the $10,000. I love this little Christmas guy, but really I don't, you know, spend $1,000 on Christmas. I mean, I saw someone today who was saying they spent $2,500 on Christmas, and that's great. You know, their you know, family life is different and they have, you know, different setups, and that's fine. Just for me, $600 is plenty. So trying to think here, what can I put some of these on? So let's see. I know I had a $300. Okay. You know what, let's use $500 for a wardrobe, because honestly, I lost about 20 pounds, like 2 years ago. And I, of course, treated myself with all new clothes. And then what did I do? I gained it all back. So now I can't wear any of them. So basically, I just look like a beach bum every day wearing t-shirts and shorts. So I would like to buy myself some new clothes, but this is not a must. You know, I may not even do it. This is just, hey, if it's there, it's there. So let's see. A $300 win. Let's see. Rec Center. I need more than that. And I can easily print some more of these out. So the diving is only 200. So I don't, you know what? Here, let's do this. Let me do 300 in Emma's and 300 in Ezra. So what I'm going to do with this is, of course, I think that, you know, I would like to have a little allowance fund for my kids each month, but I also want to save for them, you know, for when they turn 18. So my kids are 10 and 9 right now, so I have a little bit of time, but, you know, the sooner the better. However, at this particular moment, I can only do what I'm capable of. So the $300 is for their allowance for the year. So basically, I'm trying to do $25 a month for each of them. Now, some of these bills, like I was saying, like my diving, you know, I'm going to have that paid off like quick. So that money I'm allocating to diving, I plan to move to bump up their amount. So they'll have some allowance fund, and then I'll have, you know, a fund like for college, or, you know, even though I've told my kids they don't have to go to college, they can do whatever they want, but, you know, something for when they turn 18 and whatever they decide to do with it, be start a business, travel, or go to college, or do whichever. So I just want them to have something. So let's put $1,200 in car maintenance. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's put $1,200 in health insurance. So, like I said, I haven't gotten insurance yet. I'm going to be getting it like any day now. So, I've just got a lot of appointments I need to do. So that's going to be a lot of $30 copays. I may not need this $1,200, but I'm going to put it in there because my braces come off next week, so I've made my final payment on those, but I know I'm going to need some veneer work, which I have no idea how much that's going to cost. So this can fluctuate. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, I know I can't do any of those, so let's see here. Do that. So these are the ones I'm working with, and again, I can reprint some of these other ones that I was using, so I'm not going to put anything in those two. Retirement, again, this is one that's like I want to bulk up for sure, but right now, you know, maybe I can only do a little bit, and all of these are quite large. So okay, let me make myself a note here on which ones I'm going to print out again. So okay, so I know for retirement there wasn't a 250 one, so maybe let's do a 300. Rec center, I need 450, which there wasn't one for that. Maybe I can create the ones I need. Oh good, we've got a lot more in here than I thought. Okay, birthdays, honestly, for birthdays, I was gonna have like $400, but honestly, last night I was looking at birthday party places, and you would think, you know, there's a ton of options, but we live in a small beach town, and so I guess this is mainly tourists who live here, so there's not a bunch of places to have a birthday party. I basically looked at two. One of them was $330, and then one of them was $700. And I'm like, my kids are 9 and 10. Like, this is insane, you know, plus I still have to get gifts and pizza and cake and party favors. So I'm gonna try to do 600. I mean, I think that's a stretch. And again, you know, my husband is probably going to contribute to this too, but you know, whatever else is extra. I forgot what I called personal, holidays. That's right, holidays. So holidays, this is gonna be for like Father's Day gifts, Valentine's baskets, Easter baskets, Halloween costumes. So I believe, let's see, let's do 20, 40, 60, 80, you know, hey, maybe let's do like 200 on that one. Diving, I need 200 for that one. So we got two. Car maintenance, you know, let's do one of these for car maintenance. So again, I hope I don't, well, that's $100 a month. If I do that, I don't think I need $100 a month. You know what, let's do the 702 one, because like I said, our cars are newer. We don't need tires. The only thing we're going to need is an oil change, and that's only every couple of months. So probably moving to the beach, that's one of the biggest blessings, is that I used to commute an hour and a half to work one way. And I was filling up my gas tank like every day and a half. I maybe spend $30 a month on gas here. And it's because everything is 2 miles away or we ride our bike places. So that is a blessing for sure. That cut out a bunch of my money. Okay, so for house, I would like to do, okay, let's do this one because I want to put $100 a month. And if I can put more, great. But what I plan to do for the house one is, once I get some of these other things paid off, I would like to dedicate like a year of the 100 envelope challenge or whatever to just save as much as I can for a down payment. And hopefully by then I will have a different job with a different income. So taxes, I pay my CPA $250, which that was last year. I don't know if things have changed, so we'll see. Gifts is good. Miscellaneous, I'm not really going to put an amount in there. It's just going to be whatever I put in, because honestly, those aren't things that I absolutely have to have. It's just, for a table, which I think the table I wanted to get was like $200, and, a couple of things at my daughter's school. So I'm really not going to put anything in there. So I just know I need to print out a few, and I will do that. Okay, guys, that's it. That concludes this. I get paid in about 10 days, so I'll come back and show you how my first stuffing is going to go. I get my 100 envelopes tomorrow that I ordered, and I did Chinese New Year envelopes, so hopefully that brings us good luck. So another thing is my 10-year-old daughter is going to be assisting me making these. She's actually the one behind the camera right now, and we'll do all the editing because I'm not tech savvy whatsoever. So she will be the one doing that. So yeah, that's all I have. Thanks, and come back and see the next one.